Welcome to 2 out of 3 Recommend. I'm Lee.
And I'm Brett,
We're two brothers out of three getting together to chat.
and recommend drinks, movies, shows, and things to keep you busy.
Welcome to another episode of 2 out of 3 Recommend. We are 2 out of 3 brothers recommending things for life.
Oh.
Hello, Brett.
Hello, Lee, how art thou?
Good. You know how it became a running joke on Two Drink Cinema that you say, "Thank you, Lee"?
Thanks, Lee.
I think I say, "Hello, Brett,"
Yeah,
at
same.
the start of every episode
Yeah.
for 2.5 years.
Consistency.
And that's moved over even into 2 out of 3 Recommend. Let's get straight into it. We are not going to just talk about movies this week.
No.
Sorry if you
I'm not
suffered
even going to talk
through
about one movie.
Barbenheimer last week. I don't have any movies to talk about this week. I don't have any horror to talk about.
Thank God.
I deliberately watched some comedy, I read a book, and I ate something.
Ooh.
Speaking of food and drink, I brought a drink. It is a dessert drink. So we are having it after we've eaten our pizza off air.
Banoffee.
All right, Kira.
I look quite pretty.
Pie.
Banoffee pie?
Pretty. Banoffee is not an Australian thing,
No.
but it is
In a drink.
from Bilson's that we've had before, and they've obviously been making cordial forever, but they now do it with vodka, which is crafted using pure alpine spring water from our well in Beechworth. I thought it was made with potatoes, but you can make it with water too, I suppose.
Cool.
This is
Did
Banoffee.
you choose this because back in the day and you could tell a nostalgic story about when you had banana liqueur?
Oh, no.
Cheers. Sorry.
Cheers.
Didn't I? So we don't do everything the same all the time.
Banana liqueur got me into drinking.
Oh, you can smell the banana.
I love fake banana.
I love banana lollies. So, oh my God.
I think I'm going to either love or hate this because, as we
Jesus,
found with
I'm
the
scared.
with the raspberry twisties, the cognitive dissonance could be there.
All right.
Cheers. Yep.
Oh my God.
Oh, yep. I'm all for that.
Oh, that's weird.
I bought these because these were on special,
Good.
and I'm very happy
Glad
that
you
I
didn't pay
did.
full price.
So I joked last week that there's ended up being one of every two leftovers. These aren't going to last.
They're not going to last in
I'm
your
drinking
fridge.
that these weekend.
Wow.
And then I'm buying a slab.
You might have 2.5 left over.
I do recommend. You don't?
It's weird. It's not as sweet as I thought.
Yeah. It's more banana-y than I thought. Like, it's not lolly
I'm not
banana.
sure.
It's not full lolly banana like the banana liqueur that our mate made in his backyard.
Yeah. That's probably because it's a good thing.
You've brought a snack to go
Not a
with
huge fan, Lee, but I'll power through.
it. Well, I'm recommending it, 100%.
Okay, good.
I'm all for it.
I have brought a snack
Okay.
of the chip variety again.
Good.
Knowing our love for garlic bread, I brought Smith's cheesy garlic bread flavour, 2 times the crunch.
Double crunch.
So they're thick chips.
Oh, yeah, they are too.
So let's
Just
give
gonna
these a
take
go.
one.
Let me smell it. Smells like cheese.
I'm not smelling
Like
much
fake cheese.
Not smelling much garlic.
Ready?
Should we say cheers?
Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheese.
No. I can taste the
Yeah.
garlic.
No, that's there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bit of ASMR for you as well, everybody. Yep.
Yeah. Don't say ASMR too much. People will want us to have an OnlyFans. $7.99 a month. Dear Brett, chew cheesy garlic bread chips. I'm not going to eat them because I'll eat them all episode, but I'm recommending them.
Well, I'm going to have them for dinner.
It's 2 from 2 so far.
Wow.
For me, a banoffee and a garlic bread, and I think they work together.
I like a thicker chip as well.
It's an entree and a dessert.
Oh.
For mains, what are we having?
Nothing.
Mains, let's talk about
Come on.
the mains of the episode.
Don't lie. Everybody has had garlic bread as dinner.
Yeah.
Don't tell me that you haven't come home and gone, what have I got in the freezer? Oh, I've only got a Coles garlic bread. I'll just have that for dinner.
And don't tell me you haven't had some kind of dessert pie for dinner.
Yeah.
Because
Banoffee pie.
people will shame me. I've had
ice cream for dinner. I don't give a shit.
I've had chocolate Bavarian for breakfast.
It is the most important meal of the day.
I love a chocolate
And
Bavarian
if it worked
too.
for the Bavarians, it'll work for you.
Exactly.
And what did they do? Conquered something.
Invented beer.
Bavaria. Yeah.
Yep.
Hurdy-doo-dee-doo.
Okay, so I've got 2 TV shows, a food, and a book. What do you want me to start with?
On the topic of food, let's go with food.
I'm recommending
Not enjoying that, but it's warming. It's growing on me. Anyway.
just eating ice cream with Milo.
Oh, for fuck's sake. That's not a recommendation.
It is.
That's a lifestyle.
No,
That's
it
an
is.
Australian icon. What do you mean?
No, hear me out.
Like just
Right?
vanilla.
Go to Coles.
Neapolitan.
A vanilla ice cream at Coles is bloody $2 a litre.
Uh-huh.
All right?
Just
If you've
vanilla?
got generous grandparents, you might end up with 1.5 kilo tin of Milo in your pantry.
Okay.
Because Shane and I helped years ago, literally years ago, helped Grandpa edit a video for his car club.
Yeah.
Right? And when we went over there for a couple of afternoon teas, Shane and I don't drink coffee. And they didn't have anything else.
Yes.
They had coffee and tea.
Yeah.
Right? Or a decaf.
Yeah.
Or Echo.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. But we didn't drink
God.
that, right?
Yeah.
So the next time we came, they had a tin of Milo for us.
Oh, there you
because
go.
Grandma and Grandpa are that good.
Yeah.
So as a bit of a joke, but also as a thank you, Grandpa bought Shane, when the video was done, the 1.5 kilo, catering level tin of Milo.
Or did he take it from the church kitchen?
It is still in their pantry. This is probably 10 years
I
old.
was going to say, it's at least a few years.
It doesn't go off. So,
It's not food.
buy a $2 a litre Coles vanilla ice cream.
Okay.
Throw way too much Milo on top of it.
Yeah.
And you don't need to spend $8 on Ben & Jerry's. That's my recommendation.
Okay. Have you tried Milo ice cream?
Yes.
No.
Ugh.
Okay. Do you let the ice cream melt a bit and then make it just a big
Yeah.
slop?
That's the only way to eat it.
Okay, good. With bananas on it?
If I had bananas, yes.
Okay.
Maybe
Sprinkles?
What?
Ice magic?
Could I make...
A Milo cocktail?
Hang on.
Oh,
hang
shit.
on.
Oh, God. We're going to get sued.
I'm going to pour a Banoffee into a tall glass with a scoop of ice cream.
Oh, Jesus.
I'm making a Bilson's Banoffee spider.
With Milo?
Yeah, with a dusting of Milo
Okay.
for a garnish.
All right.
It's not called a garnish when it's on a cocktail.
That means you have to save one till next week. No, that means you have to buy more next week.
I'm buying more. I'm sorry, Mercury Cider, but this is
God.
getting up the list now.
Right. You know what else is going up? Your blood sugar
True,
levels.
my diabetes. So I'm recommending ice cream with
I can't
Milo.
believe that was your food. Ice
Because
cream with Milo.
it is-
Like nobody's ever done that before.
No, I'm recommending that instead of spending too much money on a connoisseur or a Ben & Jerry's.
I spent $14 on a connoisseur tub the other day.
Stupid. Ice cream and Milo.
No, I will spend.
$14 worth of Milo can sit in the back of your pantry.
You
for
know
10
what though?
years.
But it doesn't taste like cookies and cream. Fucking connoisseur.
Doesn't need to. Just think about
Yes,
the
it does.
nostalgia.
Everything in the world should taste like cookies and cream.
Anyway,
Anything cookies and cream, I'll
that's
eat.
my food recommendation.
That's great. Thank you for that. I'm not going to do it because I'm not a huge fan of Milo. Yeah, deal with it.
Un-Australian.
I'm going to suggest getting a Wheat Bix and putting peanut butter on it.
Oh,
Fucking
that's
hell.
also very good. One of my favourites.
It clogs up your mouth though.
Yeah, people can't understand how I eat it and still manage to talk after it.
It's better than having it. No, anyway, okay, so I'm just going to embarrass myself if I continue talking.
And It's part of being on a podcast. I think some of the better podcasts are people that just say shit that they wouldn't normally say in real life.
Yeah, okay.
They forget that they're actually recording it and putting it out into the world.
Okay.
What are you going to recommend?
Look, I have decided that I'm going to try watch more Australian stuff.
The Dry 2?
No.
Okay. Other than Blue Heelers?
Other than Blue Heelers, I'm going to try watch more Australian scripted TV.
Okay.
Not-
Neighbours is coming back to 10.
Well, I'm not going to do that. I have watched almost all of a TV show on Prime called Deadlock.
Is that in Tasmania?
It is in Tasmania.
Okay, yep.
And there's a lot of maps of Tasmania and enjoyers of them. There's a lot of lesbians in there. I don't know how to say that. Straight men also love a map of Tasmania.
Not these days.
Look.
Very Brazilian.
No, it's the shape, not
Yeah.
the... Gosh. Damn. But you know what? They can never find Port Arthur.
Hey.
That's down. Anyway,
Launceston.
I'm not a geographist
Devonport.
or a gynecologist, so I'm not sure if they line up.
Devonport.
That's up the top.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's where it is. Sorry to any of our either female or straight male listeners. Ladies, let us know where on your
Where
map.
is it? Where is Port Arthur on your map of Tasmania?
No, not where is Port Arthur.
I don't know why I'm saying Port Arthur. It's probably not the best thing to reference.
I'm not going to say the word, but where on your map? What is the equivalent Tasmanian town that men should be seeking?
King Island.
Ironically, I think it's Devonport, which is ironically where the spirit of Tasmania enters.
I think most men sometimes even just go for Port Phillip Bay.
Wrong. No, not going to finish that.
I'm dying.
All right, Brett's having his coughing fit. Have another Banoffee sniff.
Oh, I don't think it's helping.
Sip. All right. Recommend.
It smells good. All right, Deadlock. Yeah, it's
Deadlock.
very fun. So it's a dark comedy, murder, mystery,
Okay.
crime thing.
Yeah.
I almost gave up on it after a couple of episodes because there's just a lot going on. And not so much the story, more there's just some characters that talk a lot and are hectic and they're talking over the top of each other. And it's just like, this is meh.
Yeah, okay.
Then I gave it one more episode after that and I was like, oh, okay, I get it. So it takes 2 or 3 episodes to get into it. But then you kind of get it. And then it helps once you work out who everyone is in terms of this town who's who.
Do you like-
suspect number 4?
Was it the comedy side of it or the mystery side of it that you preferred? Because I have another Tasmanian mystery.
More the mystery.
Okay.
Because the comedy is not really kind of my type of comedy.
On Stan, there is a show called The Gloaming,
Okay.
which is set in Tasmania,
Okay.
and there is some mystery and some culty action.
The
In there.
gloaming.
It's on Stan. I think it also might be on Disney Plus,
Ooh.
which it seems to have picked up a fair bit of Australian stuff recently. Disney Plus.
The clearing.
The Clearing is on my list to watch. But The Gloaming, I do recommend.
Yeah,
But
but
it
it's
has
a
a 90% on Rotten Tomatoes.
it's a well written story. It's got a lot of I know him from. Oh, I know her from.
yeah.
She's a comedian.
You'll do that the same in The Gloaming. The receptionist from Utopia's in it.
in Deadlock.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
She's very
Deadlock,
good,
yes.
actually. Yeah.
Okay.
So I like it. I'm not done with it yet. I've got 2 episodes to go.
Okay, I won't spoil it. I'm going to recommend a book, which might not be anyone's surprise. The first of 3.
Where'd you get that from?
The first of 3 Michael J. Fox autobiographies.
Did someone buy that for you?
Was
I
it you?
didn't- No, it wasn't me, was it?
No.
I bought you somebody else's biography.
John Woods or Dylan Alcott?
Dylan Alcott's.
Yeah, which I'm most of the way through.
Oh.
But this is the first of 3 Michael J. Fox autobiographies that I've read. It's called Always Looking Up,
Why do you need 3?
The Adventures of the Incurable Optimist. This kind of is like from him. It's...
Is this Back to the Future 3?
No, this is him from kid
Yeah.
to I'm going to have to quit because of Parkinson's.
That's his.
So this is kind
Life.
of no, but this is kind of him building himself as an actor, and then fuck, I've got Parkinson's, right?
Right, okay.
And then I think the second one is more Parkinson's focused, and then I think the third one is like Parkinson's but still acting.
Okay.
So
in Scrubs, blah, blah, blah. Yeah.
I do recommend it. It is well written, and it is clearly him writing it.
Okay.
It's very
Is it? Oh, no.
personal.
Wait, I won't make that joke.
It was typed, so you can't make that joke.
Thank you.
And
It's like when they cast him in the remake of Zorro.
yeah. And
It's a Family Guy joke.
if you're a Michael J. Fox fan, or if you are a fan of actors' autobiographies, then I would recommend it because it is very personal.
It's not a big book either.
No. Well, he couldn't reach to the top of the page because he's short. It's also 3 books. So
Yeah, that's
he's got 3.
the thickness.
Yeah, it's
a big book.
it's good. Now I've lost my thread.
He's good at writing about
If you're
himself.
a fan of him, he's good at writing about himself. It gives a good idea of him coming up as an actor, but also him then dealing with the Parkinson's, and it gives a good insight as to why he hid the Parkinson's for a while.
Does he mention being on Scrubs?
Not in that one. It'll be in one of the other ones. Okay.
Cool. Michael J. Fox, always looking up the adventures of an incurable optimist.
Yeah, that's him. So then he's got 2 more, Lucky Man, and then not a great No Time Like the Future is the title of his third one.
Oh.
This is a bit daggy because he's short, so it's always looking up. And then the second one is Lucky Man, and then the third one is No Time Like the Future, An Optimist Considers Mortality.
Cool.
All right? So that's my book recommendation.
All right, I'll give it a
thought
go.
The more I talk about being a writer, I should let people know that I read.
Yeah.
What are you doing next?
Not reading that. No, I should. I
Just watch the Apple TV movie.
Oh, okay.
There is an
Of
Apple
that?
TV, not of that, but of him. It's called.
I haven't watched a documentary this week.
Shane started watching the Malaysian Airlines disappearing planes one.
Oh.
And I watched an episode with him the other day, and it's really just journalists guessing.
Yeah.
But there's one American journalist who's just clearly anti-Russian, and he just fully just makes up this story about how the Russians could have taken the plane.
Yeah, okay.
Anyway.
I have started watching a new competition reality program.
Yes.
No drag queens. It's
Called?
called Traders.
Okay.
The Traders.
Yeah.
Right? Traitors.
Is it, you texted me this, is it the one with the red coats?
Yeah.
The red hoods.
So-
Not Handmaid's Tale.
No. So there's 3 versions. So
Yep.
there's a UK, a US, and an Australian.
Right.
So I was like, I don't know which one to start with.
Yep.
I thought the US one was first. But
No.
no. The UK one was
Right.
released first.
Yep.
So I watched that. The UK.
And
It's kind of like The Mole,
there's first Australian mole or the actor American mole we watched?
the first Australian Mole.
Good.
But they're not so much in The Mole, they sabotage to try and not win as much money.
Yep.
This one, they still want to win the money
Okay.
because at the end, if they make it to the end, they win the money.
Oh, whereas the mole is a paid actor.
Yeah.
Yep.
And so was the rest of the cast.
In the American one.
So the traders are meant to then go around eliminating the real people they call faithfuls. They're all regular people. None of them are actors.
Yeah, okay.
and they don't go in as a trader; they get chosen. Anyway, it's pretty
Is it like
good,
Murder in the Dark?
kinda. And then they're like, "You're gone," and then the other normal people's job is it to work out who is a trader, and then vote them out.
Right.
So then at the end, if there's a trader or one or more traitors,
Traitors.
are at the end, they win the money.
The traitor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whatever traders are left at the end, they win the money.
Okay.
But if there's none left, then the other people at the end win the money.
Okay.
So they're all trying to like... So there's challenges that they do to win money, right?
Yep.
They're not particularly hard or exciting,
Yep.
right? So it's not like, oh, survive a challenge, yay.
Are they going to fall off the cliff?
Yeah. It's more than the like psychological thing of who can I trust, who's a trader.
Yeah.
It's brutal.
Are
You
they
basically sit around the table at the end of the day and be like, I think you're a trader because you're an asshole. And it's like not quite that.
Yeah.
But it's all like, I don't like you. Like it's quite confronting. So people get quite emotional about it. One guy had like a panic attack.
Good.
It's quite good.
I've been thinking about it, so now I think I will.
Watch it.
Yeah.
It's on Paramount Plus.
Okay.
All 3 versions.
All right. You recommending it?
I am recommending it for people that like competition reality programs.
Okay. I have 2 TV shows that I've watched.
Go
what
for
more have you got?
None.
Okay. One is Kim's Convenience.
Oh, okay.
I have seen lots of clips of it on TikTok, which you probably have as well.
Yeah.
They first started popping up because TikTok knows I'm LGBTQIA+.
Oh, and then Bowen Yang pops up. He's in Bowen Yang.
What?
Is he in it?
It's Kim's Convenience.
Is he the actor though?
It is... No.
Oh, it's the other one.
It's Paul Sun-Hyung Lee.
Yeah.
Plays Mr. Sang-il Kim.
Yes.
Okay. Jean Yoon plays his wife. Andrea Bang plays Janet, their daughter. And Simu Liu
Yes.
from Shang-Chi. And
From Barbie, thank you.
Barbie plays Jung, the son. Right. So
I am getting it. I was thinking of a completely different show.
what?
The one with the woman from Crazy Rich Asians.
Michelle Yeoh, Everything Everywhere All at Once.
No. Oh my God.
The one with Stephanie Hsu in it. There's that show coming up.
Constance Wu.
Yeah.
My God. I was thinking of it. Am I racist? Fresh off the boat.
Well, you didn't give me a chance to explain what Kim's Convenience was, so I'll allow it.
Okay.
Mr. Kim.
I was being a little bit racist. Yeah.
So it came up on my TikTok because there are a couple of... Episode 1
Yes.
is like the day before Pride March
Yeah,
in this
I think I've
Canadian
seen that
town,
clip,
right?
yeah.
And he comes in and there's a drag queen.
Yeah.
So there's a scene before, I've watched the episode, there's a scene before where him and a Chinese guy who owns a restaurant up the road are talking in his convenience store, milk bar,
Yeah.
whatever you want to call it. Not quite a bodega.
Okay.
Then there's a drag queen in his shop and he says, "What one are you?" in this like kind of broken English, bit old man kind of. The drag queen at first is kind of offended by it. But then what he does really well and what they've done really well in writing it is he actually plays really well a genuinely curious older foreign man.
Right.
So at first he comes across like, "Oh, what are you?"
yeah.
But like he's genuinely asking whether he's transsexual, transgender, whatever. And then she says I'm a drag queen, and then he's like, "Why?"
Yeah.
And she says, "Oh, because it feels like this is. I feel comfortable. This how I feel like home when I'm dressed like this." And he's like, "Oh, okay." And then scans her a couple of groceries, and then she's like, oh, he's actually really nice. Maybe I'll buy a couple of more things.
Yeah.
So that had come up on my TikTok a few times, and so I decided to watch it when Netflix put it huge.
Yeah. When you log in, you go, you should watch this.
Um,
Usually they only do that with Netflix original series.
and I clicked past Are You Still Watching twice.
Oh, wow.
I watched 8 episodes.
Oh, no.
Back to back to back. It's very good. I think it was a bit of a risk for them to start with a gay episode.
Yeah.
It's such a hot thing.
It's not a new show, though.
No, 2016, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, 2016, and there was 5 seasons of it. So I teared up in a couple of bits because there's family stuff.
Oh, of course.
It's very good in having some social issues in there and having like the old man being a bit out of touch but wanting to find out about it. So addressing it kind of in that way and in a sitcom way is funny.
Okay.
I'm not sure I've explained it super well.
It's a funny show about an Asian immigrant that runs a convenience store.
Yeah, and it's funny. And Simu Liu is good.
Yeah.
And Andrea Bang as the daughter is very good as well. So then there's the things of like first generation Canadians with Korean-born Canadian immigrant parents. Oh. There's that whole bit of a culture clash.
Yeah.
As well.
Okay.
And Simu Liu is a bit. He's the shit son.
Yeah.
He stole from the convenience store, so now he has to go and work at a car rental place where the boss is in love with him.
Oh. Okay.
Because he's a good-looking man.
Yeah.
So I do recommend Kim's Convenience on Netflix.
Okay.
Okay. The other thing I'm watching is also on Netflix.
Uh-huh.
Santa Clarita Diet.
Oh, okay.
Which people will have seen around because it's also not new.
Yes.
I have an idea of a novel in my head that is of like a normal suburban family, but then there's something different about them. I'm not going to say too much.
In Santa Clarita Diet?
No, I have this idea for the novel. So that's why I decided to watch
aliens?
The show.
Are they coneheads?
Coneheads we could watch.
Could do
for
coneheads.
Nostalgia. They're not coneheads, but I wanted to watch stuff that had that idea of like something's different about this family, but they've got to keep external appearances. And so in Santa Clarita Diet...
Coneheads?
Yeah, Coneheads, Santa Clarita Diet,
The
Third Rock
Burbs.
from the Sun, The Burbs, Beetlejuice, like all these shows.
Third Rock from the Sun.
Yeah. Joseph Gordon-Levitt,
The Jeffersons.
The Jeffersons, Alf.
Dinosaurs.
I think people realise they were... Not the mommy. Is that what he says?
I can't
The baby.
Not the mommy.
Yeah, something like that.
Anyway. Santa Clarita Diet.
Santa Clarita Diet
Cannibals.
is very funny. Not cannibals.
Ooh.
Zombie. Drew Barrymore's a zombie.
Oh,
Yeah.
spoiler.
I thought... It's in episode 1.
Okay, good.
I thought cannibals as well. But it's actually only Drew Barrymore that eats people. Because she's a zombie.
Yep.
It is also starred the not quite Josh Duhamel, Timothy Oliphant.
Timothy Oliphant.
At the very first episode, I was like...
You know what? If they'd cast Josh Duhamel, I would have watched all of it already.
At the start, I was a bit like, are they overacting this?
Yeah.
Timothy and Drew. But they really set up, in a bit of an over-the-top way, how much of a normal, boring suburban family they are.
Okay.
Like, they're a couple, they're in love, they're realtors,
Yep.
and their daughter hates them. She's a teenager.
Yeah, okay.
And then by the end of the first episode, Drew Barrymore eats a human.
Okay.
So, and her personality totally changes. So it's very funny in that mismatched situation. They live between a sheriff's deputy and a police officer.
Oh, so they're
So
very...
there's some suspicion and the stakes are high if something goes wrong. Very funny that the daughter is just like, oh, so this is what we're doing now?
Yeah.
She just accepts it and they're on with their life, and then they have to navigate having a zombie mum in the house.
All right.
But very funny. I think I watched 4 episodes of that straight away.
Oh, wow.
Yep.
That Drew Barrymore. She's a pretty good actress for a for a talk show host.
For a talk show host, she's pretty good.
Yeah.
There
And
are
that-
some multi-talented talk show hosts out there.
That Kelly Clarkson.
Yeah.
That talk show, she can sing.
She
And that
can
Jennifer
sing.
Hudson one as well.
Yeah. Queen Latifah,
Tyra Banks.
she can walk. What,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
30 feet
30
up and
feet
back.
and then back, yeah.
That James... Oh, no.
Yeah, no talent, soz.
No talent. Somehow has got more jobs than Jennifer Hudson, Academy Award winner.
the world is ruined.
Yeah.
I have to say something about the Traders again.
Okay.
You know when I realised I was going to love it?
Yeah, when someone
Okay,
cried.
The host of the UK one, she's great. She's actually hilarious and also like on their side.
Yeah,
You know what I
okay.
mean? Like she wants them to win. And then she says like,
Yeah.
some funny things as a host. She's apparently some big deal in the UK.
Okay.
I don't know. She was in fucking, I don't know, EastEnders.
It's Catherine Tate.
It's not. Believe me, you'd know if it was. They get the start, and all these people travel to a castle in the Scottish Highlands, which
Yep.
is very impressive. And then they all say, you have to line up from one to last, like who's most likely going to win or who's going to do best at this game.
Okay.
And so they line up, and some people are like, well, I don't want to seem like a show-off, so I'm going to go last.
Yeah.
Started with 22 people, which is a lot.
Yeah.
Right? And then they were just like, okay, you two on the end, because you put yourself there, see you later. That was like 20 minutes into the first episode. I'm like, amazing.
Brutal.
I'm like, amazing. And then
Brutal.
in the first episode as well. First episode. So, yeah. There's a woman on there who only has one hand.
Okay.
And there's a challenge that they have to
God.
do, that they have to do something and then tie these ropes.
Yeah.
And then she keeps running around going, somebody with two hands needs to come over and finish this. I'm like, I shouldn't be laughing at this. But I was just like, she said it. She's like, I
Yeah.
need someone with two hands to do
And
this. I'm like, oh, God.
the producers allowed it. Oh.
But yeah, so I will be finished that UK one soon. And then I'll
Excellent.
move on to the other ones.
On to the US and
Voted
Australia.
by, you know what, Twigged, because I'd had it and I was always going to watch it.
Yep.
And I was watching the start of the Logies the other day,
Yes.
and Roger Corser
Yep.
was presenting an award, and he's the host of Traders Australia. And they
Okay.
said the host of the Traders,
Yep.
Roger Corser, went, I'm going to watch that.
Yeah. All right.
Cool.
So we are recommending The Traders. I am recommending Santa Clarita Diet and Kim's Convenience.
Yeah.
You are recommending The Traders.
Traders and Deadlock.
I'm recommending Michael J. Fox's autobiography,
Yep.
Ice Cream and Milo,
Ice cream.
and Banoffee
thing
Bilsons.
and cheesy garlic bread Smith's chips.
All right, there's your
Wow.
list for this
Bit of
week,
everything.
listeners. If you'd like to give us a tip so we can keep trying drinks or snacks, then the link for that is in the episode description. If you have anything that you'd like us to try, get in touch with us on the socials, or if you'd like some advice, we can recommend a course of action for you, then get in touch with us. Our handle is at 2 out of 3 brothers. Thanks for listening. Make sure you click subscribe, give us a rating and review, and recommend us to your friends.
Yes.
Thanks, Brett.
Thanks, Lee. Thanks for listening to 2 out of 3 Recommend. We would like to acknowledge the traditional owners of the land on which this podcast was produced and pay our respects to elders past and present.
If you'd like to support the podcast and become a member, gaining early access to episodes and an exclusive episode each month, sign up as a member using the link in the show notes.
If there's something you'd like to recommend to us, get in touch on the socials or in our Facebook group.
Make sure you subscribe to the podcast on your podcast app or on YouTube. Leave us a rating and review and tell your friends.